Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
I love Kingdom Hearts. It's probably my favorite anything ever. It's the one property I have no complaints about. Well, I have a lot of niggling complaints about it, but overall, every game in the series has been nothing but joy and happiness wrapped in an adorably edgy package like a black-haired Ralts. Even the worst Kingdom Hearts game is better than most of the games on the market today. So I'm gonna be honest, today's video is just gonna be me gushing incessantly about something I probably shouldn't be gushing about. Enjoy. A lot of people have a bug up their ass about Kingdom Hearts' story and Kingdom Hearts 3 in particular, a bug that I've never really had. It's not uncommon to see a lot of people claim that Kingdom Hearts is a really complicated story with so many games across so many systems that are all super important. And this, honestly, has been the single biggest lie that fans of Kingdom Hearts tell themselves. To be completely blunt, you don't need to play every single Kingdom Hearts game to understand what's going on in the story. The only games you need to play in full are Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, Birth by Sleep, the final level of Dream Drop Distance on both characters, and maybe 0.2. Chain of Memories, 358 over 2 days, Coded, and the mobile game can all be safely skipped for the simple fact that no information in those games is critical to the core of the story, namely Master Xehanort's plans. Now that Kingdom Hearts 3 is out, we know which information is important and which is just throwaway, so let me make it clear for you right now by going through everything except the 3 main games so you can get a clear idea of what you need to know and what you don't. Chain of Memories is only important to know who Marluxia, Larxene, Vexen, and Naminé are, but none of those characters make major appearances that rely on information from Chain of Memories. In fact, all of these characters reinforce the fact that Sora doesn't remember the events of Chain of Memories because his memory was erased at the end of that game anyway. Chain of Memories also introduces replicas, which play a major role in Kingdom Hearts 3, but Riku explains what a replica is during Kingdom Hearts 3 anyway. The only major characters introduced in that game are Axel and the Organization, both of which play major roles in Kingdom Hearts 2. Chain of Memories also explains why Sora is in that pod at the start of Kingdom Hearts 2, but the game carries on regardless, so it's rather inconsequential. Days really fleshes out Roxas, Axel, and Xion, but Axel is fleshed out a lot more in later games. Roxas and Xion do not appear until the very end of Kingdom Hearts 3, and playing, or rather watching, Days only makes the hug the three of them have a little more emotionally gripping. Literally nothing happens in Coded that is worth talking about, just that there was a data space and something about Jiminy's journal. The gameplay's alright though. Dream Drop Distance gives more context to Master Xehanort's plans and some revelations about Sora and his status as a Keyblade wielder. All of this happens in the final level at the world that never was, so you can easily just watch those cutscenes on YouTube, it doesn't take that long. If you're doing that, I recommend watching the ending as well, because Sora is just such a valid boy.
Hey! Riku! You're safe! Riku! Wait, haven't we got this backwards? And why are you having a tea party? You're safe, Riku! Oh, never mind.
0.2 doesn't really add much, just sorta checks up on Aqua in the Realm of Darkness and introduces you to the Demon Tower and Demon Tide, two bosses that Square really likes because they use it over and over and over and over again. 0.2 is a game you only need to play if you like Aqua. That's it. No other story crucial information will appear in this game other than the fact that King Mickey's an asshole. Union is only represented in the final phase of the Demon Tide fight, and the context is already given in that fight of being Keyblade wielders from long ago. The epilogue to the game also brings back characters called the Foretellers and Lushu, but currently you do not need to know much to understand what's going on. The epilogue is not important to the game, only to potentially future games. And that's all of them. So why do people claim that these games are so incomprehensible? Well, in general, a lot of Kingdom Hearts fans don't quite grasp the phrase, "I got the gist of it." Like many fandoms, a lot of them think that every single tiny detail is super important to the series and the enjoyment thereof. Now, this has never really been true. Kingdom Hearts gets lost in its plot threads a lot of the time, but the main story of Sora versus Master Xehanort is extremely concise and handled in 3 games and a bit of Dream Drop Distance. And any additional details that might be necessary for that story are usually reiterated to the other characters when they're necessary to the story of a particular game. Kingdom Hearts takes advantage of the fact that Sora isn't around for a lot of these games or has had his memory wiped to give an opening to explain things that might need to be explained. As long as you accept that random threads like Roxas, Xion, the Foretellers, etc. aren't actually actually crucial to the story, regardless of what some people might say, then any information you don't understand can be safely disregarded or looked up on the internet if you really want to know. In fact, Kingdom Hearts 3 comes packaged with a codex to explain details of the story that you might need to brush up on if you think you need it. Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't even need a full attention span for its own game. I skipped the cutscenes for most of the Big Hero 6 and Monsters Inc. world, and the only thing of importance I missed was Sully interrupting Vanitas in his stupid dark bullshit and yeeting him through a door. I mean, this isn't crucial to the story, I just think it's great and you should totally see it happen. In fact, I'm just gonna save you the time and play the cutscene for you right now.
Join your heart with mine!
Need to look.
Let me go!
Over here, Sully!
Close it, quick!
So now that we've got my flex on the rest of the Kingdom Hearts fandom out of the way, I'm just gonna gush about Kingdom Hearts 3 for the rest of the video and pretend that it's actually valid criticism, okay? The thing about Kingdom Hearts that always got to me was the sincerity and earnestness behind the bullshit. I didn't go into Kingdom Hearts 3 with any major expectation. I just wanted Xehanort to die and Sora to be wholesome, and I got those things, which is why I hold the game in such high esteem. I've praised Kingdom Hearts in the past for playing its dumb and ridiculous story straight and letting the ridiculousness work its own magic, and it really works because even when something really dumb is happening, the sheer emotion put into almost every frame just sells it.
But if the light of friendship is a form of power, the darkness of being alone is a power even greater. Darkness is the heart's true nature.
Whatever you're talking about, I don't care. Put Buzz back the way he was, then get lost.
Kingdom Hearts has always held a place in my heart for the simple fact that they junk the usual JRPG brooding protagonist with a troubled past in favor of Sora, a boy so happy and endearing that you just want to protect him at all times. Sora may in fact be the most enjoyably fun video game protagonist ever made. He's not really a blank slate to project onto, he's his own person and he's dripping with personality. Especially in Kingdom Hearts 3 where it's revealed that Sora is tech illiterate. Like, he can't use a phone for instance. He's 16 and he cannot use a phone. Bless this boy. I love him. He must be protected. In Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, Donald was notorious for refusing to heal you or healing you at really bad times, like 8 picoseconds before you're about to heal yourself, and here it's even fucking worse. He still won't heal you even if you're in a position where you can't heal yourself because he's a little bitch. This reaches its zenith in the Tangle world when Rapunzel is watching Eugene die after failing to heal him, and Sora, Donald, and Goofy are right there, and oh my god, you are the worst, Donald. But Donald's incompetence has always been kind of funny because, you know, it's fucking Donald. And it seemed Nomura opted to position Donald as a more offensive mage than a support mage, because when you reach the Keyblade graveyard, Terra shows up and blitzes through Ven, Axel, and is about to kill Sora and Kairi. Side note, you have a Keyblade, Kairi, will you fucking use it? Before Donald just fucking death beams him out of the sky.
No! Donald! No!
Like, what the fuck? Did Terranort seriously lose to Donald Duck of all people? That's the funniest goddamn thing! I fucking love this game! Speaking of Tangled, Sora spends the entire world just flexing on Eugene. The moments where Sora's flirting with Rapunzel are some of the cheesiest moments in the history of anything, and I fucking love every goddamn second of it. I love how Sora and Aqua both have a habit of going into worlds and flexing on Disney princes. Also in the dance scene, you can dance with both men and women. Sora's bi, everyone, it's canon. If you're a wholesome doof like Sora, you have to be bi, it's like a rule. This whole series has ship-teased him with both Riku and Kairi, so we always kinda knew, but still, Sora's bi, everyone! Speaking of bisexuality, Nomura really has issues with women, to be completely honest. In Kingdom Hearts 3, almost all the female characters get the shaft. Naminé is barely seen until the epilogue, Xion comes back, but only sorta. And Larxene is still there, being the only one with a full roster of dialogue outside of the big two. Aqua's probably the worst because she's one of the most badass characters in the entire series, and here she loses to literally everyone she fights. Ansem, Sora, Vanitas, the Demon Tide, and Terra Xehanort. And this is weird because aside from Sora, she's already smacked all of these people around like fruit flies in the past. Why is she losing to them now? But the thing is, I don't necessarily mind because there seems to be a little bit of self-awareness from Nomura when Aqua stops Sora from aiding in the fight against Vanitas by saying, "You've seen me too weak, I need to flex on this guy." And she does, at least until she catches cutscene incompetence. Kairi's the other outlier, as despite being a Keyblade wielder, she still doesn't do anything particularly noteworthy. She kills like maybe one shadow and does a little dueling with Xion, but the boss fight where she's actually a party member gets swiftly interrupted, and she's replaced by Xion because she gets kidnapped by Xemnas again before getting killed by Xehanort because Sora requires motivation. But again, I don't really mind. Yeah, Kairi getting fridged like she did is dumb and stupid and blatantly sexist, but when this happens afterward...
Kairi! Why her? Why?
It gets me! It gets me right in my soul, and it shouldn't, but it does, and I don't want the sunny child to cry! This is the real beauty of Kingdom Hearts, because the characters themselves are so endearing and so enjoyable that the fact that everything that happens to them is really, really dumb just kind of slides off your brain. Kingdom Hearts has so many bad writing tropes that it's ridiculous, but it's played with such sincerity that you just get swept up in the nonsense and you're along for the ride. It really feels like a roller coaster at times, where the story is such bullshit, but it's exciting and fascinating bullshit. Compare this to something like Steven Universe, which has writing on the same level of quality as Kingdom Hearts, but all the characters are either creepy, sleazy, aggressively sanctimonious, or just aggressively detestable, and the story keeps trying to pretend that it's really smart and insightful, while Kingdom Hearts tends to relish in its ridiculousness. It's absolutely packed full of things that make me go, fuck you, Nomura, without ever enjoying the series any less. Trying to apply a critical eye to Kingdom Hearts proves difficult, as it's so wholly unlike anything else, and created by someone who's not only making it up as he goes along, but has actively started relishing in the stupid bullshit that the series is known for. It's almost like the series is daring you to criticize it without looking like a dipshit who hates fun. And... well, I can't do it. I mean, I could sit here and detail all the little things that bother me in every cutscene, but the thing is, I don't really want to. None of the series' bullshit has ever really been a deal breaker. It's only ever been a minor annoyance at worst and extremely funny at best. Kingdom Hearts is sheer joyful energy, and if you relish in that dumb, stupid shit like I do, there is only fun times to have. I've been in love with this series for 13 years, and while it's been a rage-inducing ride sometimes, I have not regretted a single moment I've spent with the series, and I can't really say that about anything else. Kingdom Hearts really is perfect.